So this is the story of my mother. She started as an educational assistant, actually started as a school bus driver, and now is the second most powerful individual in the American Federation of Teachers as the executive vice president. Right now, she is taking a meeting, a personal meeting with Kamala Harris. Now, no matter your political deals, this is not about politics. This is not about religion. It has nothing to do with any of that. So please understand that. But this is a story of my mom, who grew up with on a farm, who didn't even get her high school education, that is now the second most powerful person in the American Federation of Teachers Union. So, hey, my name is CJ. This is Evolve Strong with CJ, and I help you lose 10 pounds and 5 inches in 28 days. I'm just so fucking proud of my mom right now. And I think this story will resonate with a lot of you. And I think it's a story of inspiration and hope for those individuals who believe that they don't deserve something greater in life. And yes, my entire job and my entire career is to believe in you when you don't believe in yourself. And I offer you that little bit of hope, that little bit of inspiration to keep moving toward the goals that you wish to achieve. And I just use fitness as my tool, as my trade, in order to help you become a better person. But I think it's relevant to understand where I came from and the role models I had in my life. I talk a lot about my father, but I haven't really talked about my mother a lot. And my mother was born and raised in Socorro, New Mexico. And they were dirt poor, literally. They grew up on a farm, and my grandpa was a farmer and worked in the CC camps, and my grandma was a kitchen cook at Socorro General Hospital. And my mom, along with her sisters, used to do the laundry for the whole neighborhood and used to work the farms and grew up in little old Socorro. And then at 16 years old, she met my father. She became pregnant. In fact, she was 15 years old, and she had my oldest brother at 16, and she was forced to get married to my father. And they stayed together for well over 55, 60 years. And, that's just a feat that was wonderful. And I grew up in a 2-bedroom trailer, family of 5. And it was one of the best things I could have ever had. Best childhoods I could have ever had. And my mom was strict as shit. These are 2 Hispanic matriarch family members that were very Catholic oriented, and they didn't put up with any bullshit from any of us 3 sons. And my mom was a school bus driver. And at that point, my dad lost his job when I was in elementary school. And my mom stepped up to the plate. She was making maybe $3, $4 an hour at the time as a school bus driver. And then she got a job at the Union Hall to help support. And then she got a job at Lane Bryant. And she worked those 3 jobs until I moved out pretty much at 16 years old. But the cool part is she became a side-by-side educational assistant at Mark Twain Elementary School. And then, she started working her way up in the union. And then she became elected as the president for the Educational Assistants Association of Albuquerque, the AEAA. And then she grew that union. And then she became the president of the New Mexico Federation of Teachers, the vice president of the New Mexico Federation of Teachers. But this is a woman who didn't even graduate high school, who eventually got her GED while she was pregnant with my brother, Kevin. This is a woman who took care of all of us as a family. And she's still today, now she has been elected as the executive vice president for the American Federation of Teachers. She is the only non-teacher to have ever been elected with over 680,000 votes throughout the United States with teachers and para-school related personnel and all those. They voted for her to be in that office, 680,000. That is more votes than any governor has ever got within the state of New Mexico. That's more votes than a lot of governors have ever gotten within any of the states that are in our union. Now, the coolest part is when my father was still alive and I moved him in, and my mom was using the office inside my home. I walked in one day and I heard this voice, and it was this voice of this individual that I was like, whoa, I was like, I know that voice. And so I walked in and my mom says, hey, CJ, you want to come and meet Kamala Harris? And I was like, what the hell? Kamala, that's like, this was the president, vice president elect at the time. So I go over and all weird and Zoom, and I look over and it's just Kamala and my mom. And the cool part is right now, my mother is sending me pictures. She was hanging out with the mayor of Chicago. I'll tell you, this guy's a looker. He's a big old tall black man, and I know my mom was just loving that yesterday. And then because she was actually in Chicago right now accepting the humanitarian award. This is the highest award given within AFT, and she just got that award on Tuesday. And so she's been hodgepodging all these crazy guys. And I just got a text message from my mother that she is taking a private meeting right now with Vice President Kamala Harris. She's going to be sending me pictures here shortly. But I thought it was just, very timely to show you guys that my mother's, she's now in her 70s and she's still working her ass off. She's still passionate about what she does. And I'll tell you, she'll be the first one to say, she doesn't really represent teachers, but she represents our custodians, parent-related school personnel, secretaries, school bus drivers, educational assistants, the individuals that are the backbone to our educational system. She's the one who keeps those individuals at the forefront of everybody's mind. She's a powerhouse at our state. She's actually one of the first individuals who have ever come up with a career ladder to help educational assistants, custodians actually have a career ladder. And then she actually is able to, those educational assistants wanting to become teachers, she's created pathways throughout our state government to be able to do that within our educational systems. And it gives these individuals hope and an idea that their future is bright. But she cares for the underdogs within our system. And she's the first one to say that if they're no good, get rid of them. That's why, the big school districts love my mother. They fear her, but then they love her. But this is a woman that had a family starting at the age of 16 with no education, that just worked her way up through all the ladders. And she helped support our family when my dad lost his job for 8 to 10 years when my dad built his company. And then she continued to support him when we lost everything. Crazy, right? This is my mother. This is a single woman who just now has buried her man and who continues to thrive within her career because she's passionate about what she does and she doesn't give up. And I think I got that trait from her as well. But she believes in her people too. She believes in what she does. And this is what I do, is I believe in individuals just like you. And I know you could achieve everything that you set your mind to. My mother's hodgepodging right now with Kamala Harris and the mayors of the biggest cities in America. And she is now the executive vice president. Well, not now, she's been there forever. But I mean, an amazing woman. So you guys, if you guys are struggling or thinking that you can't do it, you can. It takes time. It takes passion. It takes a no. You can't take no for an answer. You just got to keep pushing forward no matter what happens. Because that woman has been through hell and back. Hell and back. I've seen it. I've seen what my family's put her through. I've seen what her career has put her through. I've seen what she has gone through in order to get to where she's at. But man, she's 70 some odd years old, still freaking going. And people love and respect her. And I do as well. Love you, Mom. This is a dedication to you today because you deserve it. Love you to death. And to each of you, I hope this message sparks just something in you to know that you can do it too. And if you're struggling, just keep freaking moving. Stay passionate about whatever you're trying to achieve in life and stick with it. Don't give up. Keep going. I'm a testament. My mother's a testament. The thousands of individuals that I've helped now that have succeeded are a testament. You can do it. And if you need help, 505-591-4700. I ask that you share this to those who need to hear it. From my heart to yours, remember, start strong, stay strong, always be evolved strong. Later.